How did you? This is John, and today we are talking about Resident Evil 4, the remake, a video game that came out last year, actually. And in Resident Evil 4, the remake, you are playing as Leon Kennedy, a former police officer who is now tasked by the President of the United States to go and rescue his daughter, who is being held hostage by a cult in Spain. This cult is infested with this thing called Las Plaga, which I believe is this parasite that, came from this amber and then possibly bonded with a T-virus from Resident Evil. And now you have to survive in this town, find his daughter, and get her to safety. So getting into it, first and foremost, what I liked about Resident Evil 4, the remake. Visually speaking, this game looks amazing. If any of you all have played, Resident Evil Biohazard, and you've seen the graphics on that game, and just how, amazing the game itself looks, this game is a lot like that. Now, obviously, Biohazard takes place in, the swamps of Louisiana. This takes place in Spain, or at least an island in Spain. Two very different locations, however, you will see this, these similarities from the visual look of everything. The visuals look great, the graphics look great as well. This is definitely one of the best looking Resident Evil games in terms of graphics quality. Just the amount of detail they put into everything, just adds to the visual look. Not only that, but the story itself is very engaging. It's simple yet complex. On one hand, you're trying to rescue this young woman. However, along the way, you have to deal with a lot of different things. And, if you bother to look at journal entries and stuff like that, you end up seeing what drove this town into chaos. Also, let's get into the characters a little bit. Leon's awesome. Leon Kennedy, he's one of the best characters in Resident Evil. Period, end of discussion. Leon, he's one of those people that, even though he may not show it, he is, afraid of what's going on. He's easily as afraid as, Ashley is. However, he's not showing it because he's trying to be stoic. He's trying to keep his mind at ease. That way he can figure things out and get out of the situation. A very mature, tough man. Also, Ashley Graham, the president's daughter. She is one of those characters that on paper should be annoying, but she's not. She's just simply not used to these kind of situations because she's never been in them, unlike Leon. Leon, this is easily like his second time dealing with these kind of things. However, Ashley, she's not even prepared for this kind of stuff. However, as the game goes on, she toughens up a little bit. Not to the point where, she's this girl boss feminist or anything like that, but to the point where, she could at least somewhat handle things on her own. Not to the level Leon can, of course, but not even close. But she can at least, put up a fight. And then, of course, you have Sadler, the main antagonist. Sadler is one of those villains that has literally benefited from what you don't know about him. What you know about him is enough. What you don't know about him just makes him even more intimidating. I love that. We don't get enough villains like that anymore. Now, in terms of the gameplay, the combat is fantastic. When you're fighting people, when you're fighting bad guys, you feel it. Not only that, but you feel the intensity of the moment as well. The combat is great. You do, of course, end up dealing with tougher and tougher foes as the game progresses. And that's also, really good. In terms of problems with the gameplay, I was very annoyed by all the yellow paint that I kept seeing. who puts yellow paint on barrels? Like, I know there's something in there that, I should check it out. I'm going to do that. You don't need to put yellow paint on them in order for me to go, oh, hey, look, I should check that out. I really don't get this obsession with yellow paint. And while the combat is intense and stuff, I wouldn't necessarily say I was ever scared during this, entire playthrough. This is supposed to be a survival horror game, and I just wasn't scared at all playing this game. Biohazard's terrifying. However, it's just not that scary of a game. The combat's intense, but the whole scare factor, where was that? In conclusion, Resident Evil 4, the remake, it's a very strong game. It's a strong game. The story's engaging. The combat's intense. The characters are all, very good. Especially Leon, who's just awesome. There are a couple of pitfalls, of course. However, they don't, ruin the enjoyment of playing this game at all. I would definitely recommend, buying the game and playing it if you guys are interested in it. I am going to give the Resident Evil 4 remake an 8. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Please look forward to more videos real soon. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, please remember, the Podetsky will return.